I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's our, like, we need to contact Spectrum. Is it our bandwidth?
And we're talking about Venom today. Up next on Geek Out SA. And welcome back to Geek Out SA. It's Friday and we're having fun. And hopefully YouTube isn't gonna be horrible right now.
I think Vince is the only one having fun. Stuart and I are pretty miserable.
It still says bad. So YouTube is still having a problem.
So it looks like it's going just fine right here. So hopefully it's going.
Stay in the king of delusional, and
I'm sitting here and this is bad. You could say.
It's looking fine. The video looks fine on here.
okay, you're watching the video.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch it too to see.
Or just keep the camera on you.
This one like needs to be like moved back or something because it's too zoomed in. It's cutting off my cap.
It's not cutting off your cap. You look fine to me.
I just looked at it right now, honey. It was cutting off my cap.
Stuart, put it down. You're making people throw up. Now we're gonna have all this weird roller coaster video on here. Wait, let me see. 'Cause now you've been chatting, and now I gotta catch up with the video to see if it's any good.
So I think it looks like Retro Crunch says
oh my god, it's
we're
so
good.
weird. That was
So-
terrible, Stuart. That was awful. It's so bad.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Okay. Yes, you look better. Okay.
So,
I think we're okay now.
so we're back and it's going and it says we're bad, but we're not. I don't know what happened before.
It says we're okay now.
We're okay.
So we're okay now, so we're watching it. It's being fun. Can we post this new one now, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it'll go okay.
Okay. We'll see.
Not a late show. We started pretty early. We had to restart the show, Jay. Because
you can
YouTube,
watch the first half,
we
but it's
killed
just my
it. I
stupid
think we
face.
I think we killed it. Yeah, it was just showing a static image of Colleen.
And it was hideous. It was awful. We don't want to ever see that again. They killed it. They deleted it. I hope. Delete it all. Deletion.
So welcome back to Geek Out SA. Like I said, we're talking about Venom today, and we're gonna talk about what we liked
Hated
and
about it.
didn't like about it.
Liked it. It was crap. I mean, it was awful.
A lot of people did like it.
Good.
For it being a
nothing.
movie, and if you didn't know
You didn't know
anything
was a
about
movie.
it was a decent movie.
No. I'm just going to disagree all night. No, I really hated it. No, I didn't hate it. It was just awful. I mean, it was okay. I didn't love it. It wasn't great. I don't feel good. Tell me what you like.
so
Tell us what you liked, Vincent, and then I'll tell everybody why you're
Venom.
wrong.
So I really liked because there was a real parallel with Venom and that movie Upgraded that came out not too long ago. So I really liked that aspect of it.
There was. If you saw the movie Upgraded, though, the movie Upgraded was actually good. And, like, there was a computer talking in his brain, and there was this sentient AI talking in his brain, and it was moving his body because he was paralyzed. I don't know. I liked Upgraded. I really liked Upgraded. I thought it was good. It ended up being very dark, and it was very good. I think that was one of the things I didn't like about Venom, Vincent, was that it wasn't dark.
That was dark. Well,
Wasn't.
I don't know. I appreciate the humor in Venom. I thought it was funny.
You didn't think the humor was, like, too much Deadpool humor?
No, I don't think it was that extreme.
It was so much camp. It seemed so campy.
Not as campy as Deadpool. Those are two completely different movies.
I guess. I don't know. I thought it was too, like campy buddy cop, like not as good as Chris Rock and Jackie Chan buddy cop kind of movie. I don't know. I just wanted it to be dark, but maybe they were afraid to go dark because DC gets a bunch of flack for going dark. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I like DC, so I like everything that they do. Everything. I love everything that they do.
He loves it all. But as
it's the best.
As somebody who's pouring money into a movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know that Venom is an anti-hero and that he has a dark side and it's pretty dark. And you know that DC gets a lot of flack for it being dark and for the cinematography being dark and for Batman being too dark. Don't you, as a director and as somebody who's carrying a movie forward, then see that, like, the Thor and Hulk did really well because it was funny and that comedy played really well. The Deadpool does really well because of that comedy aspect. So I think that you get into this pitfall when you try to write these comedy aspects into these movies that really should inherently be darker, in my opinion.
Cinematically, it was darker. Like, there weren't any bright colors. It was just, they had camp in there. But camp seems to sell because apparently it's doing pretty well.
I guess. I mean, I guess people liked it. I don't know, and I didn't like the whole...
I mean, if you're looking at it from a comic book standpoint, it's way off base. Yeah. It's way off base.
And not that I've read the series. Like, I don't know anything about the comics.
Well, not necessarily the series, but where the origins...
I haven't even read that. I'm telling you, like, the only Spider-Man I read was, like, Sunday morning cartoons that was in the paper.
There were comic books.
I didn't read the comic book. I like books. I read a lot of books.
Well, that's because Venom didn't appear until about 88, I think. So the Saturday morning Spider-Man Venom wouldn't be in it.
Wasn't in it, yeah.
Hey, it's Black and Silver Diamond. He's back.
Hi, Black and Silver Diamond.
I guess you're going to be at MizumiCon because you wanted that to come back. So you're going... Black and Silver Diamond loves MizumiCon, so he's going to go check out MizumiCon next year.
Yeah. It's a long ways away.
It's a long ways away still. So
I didn't like the whole, too, that Venom was like, oh, hey, like, I like being your symbiote because we're like pals because we're both losers on our planets.
He never said that.
He did say that.
He does say that.
He does say that.
He specifically says that.
I like you, Eddie Brock, because you're a bit of a loser. And where I'm from, I'm a bit of a loser too.
He says that exact line. Yes, he does. It was so...
Wait.
Both of our moms' names are Martha moment for me that I couldn't get past it. Like, once that happened, I was like, nope. I'm done. I'm out. It was too much. It was too much.
So you're basing the entire movie off that line?
Yes. That ruined the whole thing for me.
No.
No, I mean, there were other parts of the movie that were just really lame. Just, like, super lame.
I mean, there was parts of it that was dark.
Like, almost kind of dark when he comes in and sees the homeless lady that he's been talking to, and she's in there because obviously she's a test subject because nobody cares about homeless people and they do tests on them, and could be more cliche, but anyway, and so she's in there. Like, as soon as I saw her on the street and he was talking to her, I was like, you're gonna die. It's that easy, right? It's like not shocking anymore. So it was kind of almost creepy when he goes in there and sees her and he wants to help her because he's Mr. Goody Goody, and like, then the symbiote attacks him, and you're like, oh no, he's attacked by the symbiote because I totally didn't know he was going to become Venom. Like, no, yeah, I didn't like it. You're looking at me so bad. Don't look at me like that.
She's in one of those moods where she just hates everything.
I just didn't like it very much.
She gets that way when she gets sick.
I do get that way when I'm sick, but I just didn't like it.
Yeah, but you're, I don't know. Yeah,
I told you
you're
after
talking.
the
You're talking.
movie.
You're talking. You didn't say you hated it. You said it was okay.
I gave it a 4. That's okay.
That's not okay.
All right, I'll give it a 5. It gets a 5.
That's like half, so that would be better.
Fine, I'll give it a 5. Venom gets 5.
But if you're like I said before, if you're looking for the original origin story, then it's nowhere to be found there.
No, in Spider's
at all.
Spider-Man.
Colleen, if it makes you feel any better, on Rotten Tomatoes it's running at 31%. So you're correct. You're wrong, Vincent. According to Rotten Tomatoes.
No,
You should y'all
I don't
listen
like
to
Rotten
me more.
Tomatoes.
You should listen to me more. I know.
And that may be just
You look
because,
just
and
like
that may
me.
just be because that it's nothing like the comic book.
Right. But again, I don't have any
For the
experience with
origin,
the comic book.
anyway.
I mean, I have experience watching comic shows and I've read comic books in my lifetime. I don't have experience with this particular comic book, although I know some things just from having geeky friends, right? I know.
But this is more of the origins, not necessarily Venom comic book itself, because.
But I think you're missing something when you're missing Spider-Man. I don't know.
But we don't know what happened up until he got the symbiote.
I don't know. I did like the fight scene where the symbiote takes over and he's fighting, and I do like it when he's kind of talking in his head and he's like, I'm going crazy, right? Like some of that is kind of cute and it's okay, it's pretty funny. But I've seen it all in the trailer, so at this point I already knew that part was coming, so I was like, yeah, I mean, it looked as good as it looked in the trailer, so.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big problem with that, though. That's one of my biggest problems with movies, are these over-revealing trailers. Like, I really wish they would stop doing that. Like, just stop showing us the whole movie in the trailer. I felt like that when I went and saw Valerian. I was like, oh, well, I already saw all the good parts in the trailer.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No. I don't think so. There was a ton of stuff in there that wasn't in the trailers for that. We just had been seeing the trailers for so long, we thought it came out already.
I didn't hate Valerian. I actually liked Valerian. I just think sometimes the trailers show too much.
Well, it's exactly what they did with the sequel to Kingsman.
Yes.
And they weren't
Yeah.
actually supposed to show.
There was too much, and then we found out about him being back in the movie, and it just went, you were like, oh, well, now I know, so, like, what's the point, right? So.
And that one for me, the first one was better than the second one.
By leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everybody's, like, always on Marvel's bandwagon, and, you know.
Not that I'm on Marvel's bandwagon, I just like watching movies.
No, I do too. And I loved Thor Ragnarok. That comedy was well placed and it was really good. The first Deadpool movie was funny. That comedy was well placed and it was really good.
But it wasn't the same kind of comedy though. It was a different comedy because it's an the majority of the stuff that was really funny was the inner dialogue stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe they didn't execute that as well as they could. Maybe they didn't execute that part as dark as it should have been.
Maybe.
And maybe that would have made it a better movie.
I felt like there should have been more head eating. That would have been good.
There was some head eating, but it
was
wasn't ever on camera. It was all off camera.
I mean, we all watch scary, like, creepy Halloween movies. I think we can handle a little head eating. It's a symbiote. And it was bad guys. It's fine. It's not big thing. It's fine. I don't know. My head hurts.
So, we've also been watching Geeky TV, and we've been
too much
watching The Flash.
I like The Flash. And I had to give you high fives the other day because you totally called what was going to happen this season.
So yeah, so I like that they pushed on the what led in from the last episode in last season to this to the first episode, which they brought their daughter.
Yeah. So, excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, and
The
it's
Flash's
interesting
daughter,
to see
and
her.
she's XS.
But then again, we find out too much about Flash's future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now it's us here in the past trying to change Flash's future again. Flash is always getting himself in trouble. Can he stop doing that for just a little while? I feel like he needs a break. But I love Cisco, and I like that they kept Ralph Dibny. This new bad guy scares me. With his creepy, he's cicada, but he sounds kind of like a snake. It reminds me of who's the snake guy from the Mortal Kombat?
Reptile?
Scorpion.
Scorpion, that dude. He reminds me of Scorpion with the mask that he wears and everything. And then he has this knife.
He's not a snake guy.
I know what Colleen's talking about.
Oh, yeah.
But Reptile was kind of the same.
He has a little, like a little snake rattle thing going on.
No, that's Reptile.
I thought that was Scorpion.
No, it's Reptile.
And then he's all.
No.
And then he get over here, right?
You're putting two characters together.
That's all right, Colleen. All they were was a color palette swap on the game anyway. It's fine.
The same dude.
Except when they ripped
have
off
a
their
face.
mask. When they ripped off their mask, Scorpion had a skull. I don't know what Sub-Zero had.
He didn't have anything.
He didn't rip off his mask.
No.
Oh, Sub-Zero's the guy that like freezes you, right?
Yeah. And then Reptile was the one that had the tongue and stuff and had a green face.
Which one says "Get over here"?
Scorpion.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like that guy. That's who the new bad guy in Flash reminds me of. I just want him to say "Get over here," and then he rips you in half.
I just don't know what's up with the. It's like lightning bolt knife or something.
Well, it drains their power.
It drains their power, but it's like they're focusing so much on it. I wonder if it's actually something that's in the comics or not. I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I
feel
never
like
read
that
the
Harry's
Flash.
coming back too.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
That's gonna be fun.
Which Harry is it gonna be?
It's Sherlock Harry. I think that's what they said. I don't know. He looks cool. He's from one of the multiverses. I don't know when Daredevil's out and we haven't started watching.
No,
that
we
yet.
haven't watched that yet.
I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a lot of.
I haven't
cold
finished
medication.
we haven't started watching Luke Cage or Jessica Jones.
Oh, I've heard some
or
really awful things about Jessica
Iron Fist.
Jones.
And Iron Fist,
Thank goodness Iron Fist was canceled because it was,
was
garbage.
canceled.
It was trash. Luke
which
Cage was
reminds me,
pretty
are they going to
boring.
do the Defenders?
The Defenders was actually pretty decent. Wasn't too horrible. And then I was really disappointed because, like, the Legends of Tomorrow were really campy, and I just kind of watch them for the camp factor because it's really pretty bad. But I really used to like Constantine. Like, I really liked that show. And so Constantine is on the Legends of Tomorrow. So they hyped it up like Constantine was going to be back and have his own show. And he kind of does, but it's a cartoon.
Yeah, on the CW Seed.
On the CW Seed. So
they showed that this week.
They did.
And you caught a glimpse of it, but you can watch the rest of them on the CW Seed. But they kind of
downloaded that app.
so you can blow your nose. And it's
I don't wanna
Superman. Power
blow
up.
my
It's
nose
Supergirl.
on. Because I'm that kind of nerd that I have to buy these for the studio. I don't want to blow my nose on camera, so.
That's all right. We
That
don't
was,
have you on camera.
That was
Go right
pretty
ahead.
good.
I
I
don't
like
wanna
where they're
blow it into
going
my
with the
mic.
arrow.
Yeah, I liked
This
him being
season?
in prison and. I wonder who the new.
And it looks like he's gonna break out too. So
Well, did they show us who the new Arrow is yet or not yet?
no,
Okay.
don't know who it
'Cause
is.
I missed some of that this week.
That was good. I missed Supergirl because it started on Sunday, but it's gonna go back. I don't know what it's gonna end up doing.
I
It's
don't know.
weird.
So we'll have to watch that this weekend. Sounds like a good weekend for me to put on some pajamas and have a bunch of comfy blankies and a lot of meds and watch a lot of television and not
Mhm.
move. Sounds like a plan to me. I think I will be doing that. And then we can talk to you even more about Geeky TV because we have a problem. Please help us. Send money. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't shake your head. If they want to send us money
They can send us money if they want to.
and candy.
Don't send me candy. It's bad. It's a bad idea.
You give her some whiz fizz. That's what
ate,
you need right now.
I ate my birthday cake today, and I was like, oh, I love icing.
Should have given you some right before the show.
I don't think it'll help. I think I'm dying. I'm not
So we
dying.
watched that. I caught the first Black Lightning. I haven't seen the second episode yet.
I'm not interested.
I don't know how I feel about it this season.
I don't know. I wasn't interested.
It seems kind of thrown together
Yeah.
this season.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something choppy about it. Something weird.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't keep my interest. I'm like, I think I'm like that about a lot of things. I have a problem. I started getting sick of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. there I was like, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is awful. Thank God they're canceling that garbage.
Should bring back
Constantine, I'm telling you, it was good.
Constantine.
Preacher. I want to see what happened with Preacher. That was
Well,
pretty
we
good.
missed all of them.
I know. So we should watch
We
that
need
this
to watch
weekend
all
too.
of them. So we have that. What else are we going to be watching?
I don't know. I mean, I've seen some stuff that's coming up in the future that I want to see, like movie-wise. I sent you the
Oh, the Spider-Man, with Miles Morales, I believe
Yeah.
it is. Spider-Man.
the Spider-Man universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the one that's the animated movie, but it's gonna be a full-length animated movie. So I like Post Malone's music. He's real whiny. You have to kind of get used to him. Vincent can't stand it. Vincent's like a hard rock, heavy metal kind of dude. But Post Malone put out a new music video for the song Sunflower, and it shows. It's a pretty good trailer, although it pretty much shows you the movie too.
How do you know? You haven't seen it.
You can tell it's like giving you too much information.
How do you know? You haven't seen it.
I'm telling you. Watch the Post Malone video and you'll feel like, oh, I've seen the movie. It's good. I like it. I don't know. I like the trailer. It looks like it's a good movie. I liked that movie. I watched the 3-minute music video. It was awesome.
There you go. You can say that about the Venom movie. It had the Spider-Man thing. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. I watched the fight scene. It was awesome. I love that movie. Move on.
Eminem song at the end was good.
Yeah, the Eminem song at the end was good. Woody Harrelson at the end, not good. He looks like a derp. Just gonna throw that out there.
So,
And then the other thing, because I think I have to bring this up, because if you haven't watched Vato Rangers with Vincent and I in it, you should, because it's funny. It's really funny. And I play La Llorona. And so you may have seen trailers out, which is nice to see something from the Mexican culture be put on the big screen. Even though they got some white people in it, but whatever. I guess you gotta have the token white people in it.
for what?
For the trailer, for one of the main characters is what's her face? She's that chick from ER, and she was a nurse, and she's in some other stuff. I don't know. It's that what's her face actress chick, but she's in La Llorona. She's like the main person, but her kids are gonna get totally eaten if you look at the trailer. It's pretty cool. So you should check out the trailer for that. It looks good, but it's not coming out till April of next year. So that's another thing. I feel like we get the trailers really early, right? And then you
It
can't
seems
remember
to
if
be
you've seen the
progressively
movie.
early and earlier and earlier.
Yeah, and you're
that
like,
we get that.
didn't I see that movie already? No, it hasn't come out yet. I saw the trailer like a year ago. So I think the trailers are too early too.
Because they did that with Valerian.
Yeah.
Bunch of movies, and you just like, didn't that movie
I feel
already
like they
come
kind
out?
of do it with Star Wars too.
And we didn't see it. No, it
Mhm.
hasn't come out yet.
I'm like, why do we need the Star Wars trailer a year in advance?
Because we need it a year in advance, so we know.
No, it tortures me, and then I'm
We
like, can't
want
I
it.
just go watch the movie?
Because we want it.
No, I just
And
wanna
then
see
they
the
send
movie.
out another one. They're
Their
really good.
trailers are
Their
good
trailers
about
are good
not
because they
showing
don't show
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think the Star Wars trailers are great. They don't show you too much. I think they're really good at that. So,
So next week, I and maybe you will be at Alamo City Comic Con.
I think I have a gig to go teach at college for a little bit. So, but maybe after that.
So we're gonna be there. We're gonna actually have a booth there, and you can come check us out and meet us.
Yeah.
And
Hopefully, I'll be medicated and totally well.
but we
by
also got some stuff recently.
I have the stuff by me, and we wanted to show you this stuff because this is probably like the best deal ever of all the epic deals. And I hope Alejandro is watching because he always asks, like, how do we get all this stuff? We just kind of stumble upon stuff sometimes, right? So they have these Star Wars titanium. Can you see these, Stuart?
That's awesome.
So I've got Kylo Ren and Poe Dameron. Oh, Nikes. And this is Phasma and the First Order Stormtrooper. And this is Vader and a Stormtrooper, which are awesome.
The original Stormtrooper.
Yeah. And this is Finn and the First Order TIE Fighter pilot. And this is the Imperial Death Trooper and the Rebel Commando. So 5 out of the 6. There was only one in the series that's missing. It's number 4. These are all at the Dollar Tree. These were $1. Not kidding. Seriously.
And they're heavy.
$1. Well, they're the titanium series.
Yeah.
They're metal. They're awesome. So these were all at the Dollar Tree, and then I'll show you what else is at the Dollar Tree too, so that if you can swing by and get them.
Online, you cannot get these for $1.
No, not at all. So then they have a lot of the vehicles. So these are also the titanium series. So they've got the Star Destroyers. And I like this one. This is Jango Fett's, and this is a TIE Fighter. And then these other ones, some more and some more. This is Kylo Ren's shuttle right there. Right there, right there. And this one, Imperial Progress shuttle. $1. You can't get anything better than that. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So check the Dollar Tree near you. Check a couple of Dollar Trees near you. If you're a Star Wars fan and you want to have some collectibles, this is the way to do it. It looks like maybe because the Toys R Us went out of business. Maybe they got them or something. I don't know.
Yeah, the whole Toys R Us are out of business. No, we're back.
No, we're back. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too, Stuart.
Just kidding.
I thought we would talk about that
We're
one day
back.
too. Yeah, I thought we would totally talk about that one day. So yeah, so those are great. Vince is gonna have a few things like that, like this.
Retro Crunch says I stopped collecting modern stuff because I ran out of room. We're coming close.
We're coming close. We're usually pretty selective with what we get. So some of these Vince is actually going to have with him at Alamo City Comic Con. So go out there and talk to Vince, and you may be able to win something that we have out there. So.
And there may be something going in there that's a lot extra in there that you'll be getting if you get us to 1,000 subscribers by next weekend.
That'd
So
be
it's something
awesome.
nice.
That'd be super awesome. So I don't know if my sickly video this week is going to help us get to it.
I don't know.
I don't know. The show must go on, people. Sometimes
Yes.
you gotta just keep going. So, excuse me. So that you'll be there.
So
I'm
I'll be
kind of
there.
interested. I wonder if Rick Moranis is gonna show up. That's really the only thing that I'm interested in. I might just
He
want to
hasn't
swing by
canceled
and get a
yet.
look at Arnie.
Arnie's only there for one day.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know he's only there for one day, but I can do a drive-by and be like, "Oh, look, I saw Arnold Schwarzenegger from 50 feet away."
I don't think you're even going to get to see that.
You don't think so?
No. I think if you breathe the same air that he breathes, it's going to cost you money.
I got to see.
Because what's the VIP for it? Like 1,500?
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I mean, from afar, I got to see the people from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Theirs was not 1,500, but you could walk by. You can walk by and look at them. You don't think Arnie's going to be like that?
No.
He's going to be behind closed doors. I mean, I think he's a draw. You have to put him out there on stage. That's the point. I mean, even with Stan, they put him out there on stage, and you could walk by and see Stan.
Everybody's seen Stan.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see if Arnie
I don't know.
even
There's
shows up.
Jeff Goldblum's gonna be there. I mean, there's
Shut
a big.
the front door.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's gonna be there at Alamo City Comic Con. I must go now. No, I'm just kidding. I hate cons. No, I'm gonna go. It's Jeff Goldblum. You don't not go see Jeff Goldblum. How much is it to see him? $500?
I have no
These
idea.
People with their overinflated egos. Who do you think you are? The governor. Nobody cares. $1,500. What's wrong with you? You know how long it takes somebody in this city to make $1,500? Don't get me started.
I mean, that's another. Like Val Kilmer. Well, he was here already. Oh, he's saying that Val Kilmer was a lot. I don't know. I didn't
These
do
people
that.
need to stop. Like, you're just a person in a movie. Like, seriously. I mean, thanks for the entertainment and all, but
Well,
get
before,
over yourself.
They used to do it to promote movies, and they didn't charge anything.
I mean, I'm okay, like, if
They
you
used
want
to
to
do
charge
it
a
for
little
the
something because
fans.
you don't want every germy fool in the country, like, up all on you and stuff from some weird stalker, fine. Like, okay, charge a little bit, but cheese and rice.
I think like $20 to $50.
Jeff Goldblum's 100.
$50 max.
Jeff Goldblum's 100 just to, like, go shake his hand and get a picture.
No, that's to get an autograph. Rick Moranis is 150. John Cusack's 80. William Shatner, he's come down a bit, 80.
What the heck, man? What the heck?
The voice of Mickey Mouse is $30. Kermit the Frog is 40.
Oh,
Kermit.
it's just ridiculous. It's
What?
just ridiculous.
Oh, Big Bird. There's a
He
new Big
retired.
Bird now, yeah. But the voice of Kermit is going to be Big Bird now, as well. So.
But he's not a Henson, right?
Oh, he was saying Val was not out in public viewing area. Yeah, he had some like medical issues that he didn't really want to be like seen out in public. He actually
It's
did
called
have.
I have a big fat freaking head and I can't get through the door and get out to where the public is because I think I'm so full of pooping, stinking. Go ahead, Vince.
Well, at the time, his like face was like swollen, literally swollen. He literally did have a big head.
So his con appearances were his like GoFundMe so he could get surgery. I should stop talking. I'll stop talking.
So thanks for checking this out. I had fun, sort of. But thanks for checking this out. I'm Vince.
I'm Colleen and that's Stuart.
Geek Out SA. See you later, guys.